saddled up my shoes, headed out at dawn. Yeah, I saddled up my shoes, headed out at dawn. Ain't no place gonna hold me when the road keeps rolling on. Woo. Yeah. Left my baby crying, said she can't live that
Oh my goodness. All right. I read the description on mute, but it was there for you to read too. I am so sorry, but there it was, what, 20 plus required mods? 20, 20, 24, something like that? Yeah. Oh, it had your extended crops, collectibles, all kinds of stuff. I am sorry that I was muted on that last little bit, but we are loading into the map, and we've got 2 other maps to go after this one. The 2 that came in today, which is this one and one more. And then we're on to another map that I had found on King Mod, which I like too. These are beautiful maps. Haven't done much running around on them, but enough to kind of get a feel of some of the map. That's about it. That's the bad thing about doing map shows when you're live and there's several maps in one day. And you try to squeeze them all in. The loading process. It can be kind of a bummer. Alright, that's loading. We'll go back here. Here is your required mods for this. And it does have a Christmas spirit on the map in December, and in May the village celebrates a traditional marksman's festival. So, and it's got, we'll go back over this. It's got triticale rye, winter wheat, summer wheat, winter barley, summer barley, green rye, alfalfa, clover, field grass, spelt, vetch rye, silage, maize, hummus, mustard, flowering catch crop, 48 fields including 25 meadows, 5 forestry operations, field size ranging from half a hectare to 11 hectares, 10 farmyards including 4 dairy, 1 pig, 1 chicken, 1 horse, 1 contract farm, 4 purchasable productions, bakery, sawmill, dairy, and grain mill, 5 selling stations, kiosk, farmers market, grain trader, agri-market, and animal market. Warehouse offering a wide variety of pallet productions, 25 collectibles, purchase options for manure, slurry, fertilizer, seed, and lime and herbicide. And a seasonal atmosphere. Alright, now that we've gone back over that, the map should be ready to load in. Alright, we are here. Alright, let's get going. This is a gorgeous map. You start off at your, I like that when they start you off at a bus stop. Right off the rip. And a little bit of the map information right here. Alright. Okay, let's pop up into the map. They start you off right here in a corner. And let's go take a look. And they do, let's get this to the, there we go, pH. They do spread your fields out. You get this field out here, field number 64. You get field 20. You get field 24 and field 8. With your start farm being right here. Now let's get this back on over to farmland. It is part of field 24. It is your farmland. And me looking around on the map, I'd have to put a lot more money in, because space 255 right here for $14 million will buy you all the wooded area around the outside of this map. So, and every little nook and cranny, everything on, except for right here. This is the only place that is not for sale, and it has to be bought with this farmland at 34. So there is your other farm at 34. Okay, let's re-highlight that one again. And that's $14 million. And now, I like having that highlighted because it gives me an idea of where the farms are at, because they're not going to be owned. So I put 27 as a farm, 44 is a farm. Okay, so 44 would be a farm. That's 100 and some odd thousand. We'll go ahead and buy that. Now bring up some cows. And we'll go ahead and buy this one right here, because that's another farm. Now to bring up that. And this one was 400 and some odd thousand. We'll go ahead and buy that. So there's your all your farms. Yours is 24. The other 3 are right real close to each other. That's kind of weird. And I don't see any other farms per se. Maybe this out here. 28. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's buy that. See what else it pops up. Well, it gives you one more trigger. And then that. Oh man. Yeah, sure. Yeah, it looks like it does it. So let's can't buy that. So we'll go ahead and sell this one out here so we can buy that. What was the other trigger that it popped up? Oh, the workshop and the farm out here. Okay. Let's go visit before we sell it so we know what it looks like. I mean, that'd be probably the best idea. Gonna drive through. Man, they got some nice buildings in this. Well, this is a good little area. Nice little shop. Drive through stalls here. Well fenced off. Did a really nice job on that one. So let's go ahead and, since we've looked at this, we'll go ahead and sell it because I got that mod in. That lets me sell it anyways. And we'll go buy this one and see what it looks like. Alright, nothing else popped up. Let's go visit the farm. Oh, it's a nice looking farm. Got a small, tight. Got a little bit of clutter here and there. Nice. Well put together. Got a good feel to it. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and sell that one real quick. Of course, we want to sell it as, let me guess, no? No? Oh, that's part of the big map. So that would be if you bought the millions worth. Okay. So biogas plant, half there. And you can get this with that. So let's go ahead and buy that and see what... Oh yeah, all kinds of stuff popped up. Wow. Got a cow. Let's pop over and take a look. That's all I can say. Let's see what this farm looks like. Another farm right off. Silo. Got the biogas plant right at your fingertips at the edge of your farm. I'll go over the tires, get around everything here. It's got a lot of clutter on it. Ugh. Nice cows. It's got a pretty decent little feel to it. Big house, wardrobe trigger, sleep trigger all in the back. Park out front here. Not bad, not bad. It's a nice little just off the road type one. Go ahead and sell that back. Alright, well, we'll go visit this farm here too so we can see what this one looks like. Means we bought them all, might as well take a look. Oh, this one's neat. This one's got a really good home feel to it. Kind of citified farming. Got curb appeal. Because it's got curbs. I know, bad pun, bad pun. Bad pun. Sorry, guys. Let's see. All these cow barns and stuff. Let's see here. 290 cows, man. You can put a lot of cows in here. Alright. Well, crop calendar. Alfalfa. This is what you're going to find where you're going to see it. They've mixed it all in to where it's alphabetically, which is nice. Makes it nice. I do like that. I don't like going, oh, there's all the new crops down here at the bottom and then onion sits down there because you got the highlands fishing. Nah, I like how they do it this way. This Makes more sense, and it's nicer to find. It's easier to find because it's alphabetically. Okay, chicken coop, barns, pastures. Gee, many Christmas. Got a lot out of these. Got a few cows and stuff in here. A lot of these take. Well, let's just kind of. It says tag place. It doesn't let us go to it. It says tag place. So we'll worry about that later. Okay, I got too many tabs open. I froze. Well, brand new map, no hardly any mods in it, and I froze. That is just not good. There we go. It must have been a giant software thing, because look, I'm fine now. Oh, let's see here. Okay, all the different, okay, contracts, here we go. We'll get into the contracts. There is quite a few here. Yes, I do have all the kind of contract things on that so the possibility is endless if you put, so all the extra supply transport, spraying contracts, rock removal contracts, specialty contracts, mowing contracts, irrigation, hoeing, harvesting. Yeah. Okay, you own 2 greenhouses right now, but that's because I bought all those other farms. And here is the productions they're talking about that were available. Let me get off the road. I don't want to get hit. Alright, well, let's just take a look at what we got on our start farm. Now that we're at our start farm, looks like we got a good little bit of equipment in here. Balers, tether, all kinds of different stuff. Man, why am I freezing up? There must be something updating in the background or something. Alright, and we got ourselves a well-stocked everything here. Oh, great. I just got stuck in a building. Alright. Let's open these. Here's one of your tractors. Here's another tractor. Saw them both in there earlier. You got your front end pieces, front end loading pieces. Here's your house with your sleep trigger and your wardrobe trigger. Walter hanging around out back. Creepy old dude. Yeah, well, you got yourself a nice sprayer. And the rest of your equipment over here hiding out. Even got some stuff up here. I don't know if that's just decorations or actual. Oh, one way to find out is I can turn on my super strength real quick and see if I can lift that pallet. No, it's not a pallet to lift, so that is just there. As you can see, I can lift that and these in back. And okay, so you do get the grain, or yeah, well, fertilizer. So, all right, cool. All right, and now for the all-important thing. Everybody wants to know exactly what's in your garage. You've got the medium tractor and a small tractor, just one of each. The front loading apparel. And you saw that on the front of one of the tractors. You've got one trailer, the plow, your cultivator, your seed tank, sprayer, slurry tank, 8,000 capacity, header. You get some. This should be your round baler, wrap. There is all your equipment right there. But let's see here. Construction. Yes, you can sell off your buildings, it looks like. Let's be positive on it by selecting. Yes, you can sell. You can You can select the decorations, but it won't let you sell it. Yeah, decorations. Yeah, you can't sell it, but you can select it. But you can sell off. Whoa, you cannot sell your cow barn. You can rename it. There must be cows in it. Silo. Yep, everything you can sell off. But let's stay airborne with this and move about the map. It's got a lot of different sale points. Well, let's not stay airborne. Let's go into the map and take a look at where we got to go. Okay, we're right around. All the main sell points are straight down. There really isn't. We've already been to the grain mill and all that. Let's see here. Got David over here, and this was, dang it. This is farm. So, where is that grain mill at? There's a sawmill. Let's go visit the sawmill. That's a nice looking sawmill. Tight quarters. Yeah, they kept it tight knit. Of course, you're here. Yeah, they kept this really tight. Just, bam, here's your sawmill. Throw a little bit of fence around it and call it good. And even got a broke down car out here. Great. I love the detail they did in the map. Tire tracks. Oh, they kind of X out on this side like, you know, two-way traffic would be. Round the corners a little bit more. That's what I would do. I'd round the corners a little more. But I like how they just bring this right here, stop it right into a bush and call it good. Because there's the water. Ah, good swim. Oh, I like the ditch. I like this. You don't really see much of this type of stuff in a map. If you do, it's usually, I mean, it's got that half-pipe look. It's not all torn up like a beat-up ditch like this. That's good. I like that. Great fields. I like how they don't put much in between them. Give you not even a straight, I mean, it's as straight as they can get. Bits and pieces of the field. I like it. I mean, they really got good detail in this. I like it. Good thing I'm not real, because I'd be fried right now, because that's a hot fence. At least that's what it looks like, or a high tension fence. No, that's a hot fence. Let's put enough of those up. Well, this is a beautiful map. There's a lot of detail in a lot of areas. I mean, I'm not finding anything over laggy. Not really finding much. And the town, we'll come down here towards the dealership, and no, there is really no dealership here. We've got a small farmer's kiosk over here. You got some dude just standing up here. Sound like pitter-patter of a lot of feet. At least in my ears. And then on down the road here, we got a couple things up here on the left, which is a saving game point. All right. Okay, right down here we have farm. Another farm. Liquid manure. gas station, dealer proceed and fertilizer. That's up here at the very top of the map. This would be I mean, this thing's got just about everything you really need to get going and all the good stuff in between. Let's see. Now, if you bought there, you'd probably be able to go in these doors. Let's see here. Where am I at? Right here? And that would be part of the $14 million that you'd have to do to buy that. All right. Let's do the F12. Let's get into flight mode and take a look at this map a little bit better. All right. And while we're in flight mode, this is a beautiful map. I mean, I'm getting pretty good frames up here at 21 for me. So 19, 20, 21. You can see the field information as we're going by, where they are the farms. And it does have its irrigation down the side. It's got a little water here, a little water there. Let's see, we saw water back here, didn't we? So we got a little bit of water to here, and that's probably where they said hell with it and stopped, because I know how much pain in the ass this water can be. I don't blame them one bit. And they got the water down this, which is nice. The water's a pain in the butt. Unless you're doing a lake, and then it's pretty simple. We got this little place tucked out here. Nice little hidden one. Get up over the trees. They almost had it right on the traffic. Get to watch them drive off the road and go four-wheeling and disappear way out here. Okay, well, other than the trees way off the map, I like it. Those trees off the map just kind of bug me. I don't know. It just seems like that's a possibility of lagging with my experience, but I do like it. I mean, they did a great job on how they did do. Let's bring it down here. Let's bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. A little walkway right here. They did so much. They did a lot. And they're trying to make it look good going from the roads. I mean, they did do a typical one where they throw a tree down and stuff like that to block the roads. I like that too. I mean, that's less typical. Usually it's just a concrete piece at the end of the road, and it's like a tunnel, and they block it off. They did a great job on this map. And they already got the roads kind of making it look good. And they got some of this stuff in the back. I mean, it does kind of lag down a map, like I said, with my experience, but it also makes the map look great. The thing I like mainly about these maps that have been coming out lately, that have hit Mod Hub and stuff, they don't have huge system requirements like some of them I've come across. That they've come where they need 32 gigs worth of RAM just to even load it in. And not everybody has that. And then that just basically just slaps the console players in the face like, we don't care. That is cool section. And I like how they put the buoys in to let you know that, you're not very far from, the edge of the map here. You can get all the way out to here, but I like that. Good little area for swimming, whole 9 yards. They did a great job on this map. Yes, I am a little bit on the glitchy side, but that's because I run low stuff. I don't have the greatest system. I need to upgrade, but bills come first. System comes second. This is beautiful. I mean, they did a great job. Sports boat fishing out here. Everything. I mean, Highlands fishing. Let's see here. Can you while we're here? Can we do construction? Oh, wait. Would it be under there? Nope, you can't put the Highlands fishing things out there. It won't let you. It's not there, so it's not completely Highland fishing compatible, but close. Alrighty. Let's get down to the ground here. Alright, well, that's going to be the end of the tour of that map, and we're going to head over to the next map. Let me get in here, get this one saved, and quit, and we'll run over to the next map. That was the first new map of today from now we're heading into, as soon as it backs out, loads in, then we'll head over to our next map. And while we're loading in the next map, I'll jump into the mods and take a look at the mods. Okay, our next map is St. Lawrence. And I don't have any mods selected whatsoever except for the map, so this should load fairly quickly. I'm not even going to. It's a really simple map, so it will be real easy just to go in. But let's go take a look at some of the mods that came out today, and we will read the description on this map, St. Lawrence. Okay, a functional map inspired by a long, narrow farm strip of Quebec, where plots extended perpendicular from St. Lawrence River. Okay, a smaller map with a big field. The map includes 17 fields. Most are 7 to 8 hectares, with the smallest are around 2 hectares, and the largest around 14. Okay, now we got the math problem here. 1 hectare equals 2.4 acres, so it's 2.5 times the size of what it says there for acres. Okay, farmland prices are affordable. Farmland 100 is free and covers the main road and other parts of the map in case you wish to edit them. All right, many farmlands include small patch of forest to satisfy your forestry needs, and TMR mixing concentrate to the cow pen. All right, well, it does not include factories. You can add them at your convenience. Precision farming ready with custom soil map. Alfalfa added to map. It behaves like grass. Happy farming. All right, the map should be loaded in by now because I don't have any mods with it. So let's go take a look. And here we are. And to me, right off bat, when I first opened this up, it looked like Whispering Pines. Just the way the road here felt, how it's all below this road, and just the way it feels up here where there's a little bit more trees were added in here. And when you zoom in, you can kind of see where the field used to be here. And there was trees up here already, so it just has that feel. This right where your main farm is where the store and Yeah, I think it was just where the store was at, and then there was a bunch of productions down here. They were like right here where this field's at, and there was one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, and then there was one towards the center that you could buy. I mean, they were all different little spots. There was another production kind of right here, and then there was a big field and forestry here. It's just what it feels like this road has been moved from right across here down. It just feels like it. I'm not positive, but it's got that, reminds me of it. It also kind of reminds me of the mod map too, because it's got that long straight stretch right in front of all the shops and stuff. So to each his own. All right, well, we are here on our start farm. There's your wardrobe tigger. Your little pick-me-up was right there. And you do got a little bit of farm equipment. Let's take a look and see. Oh, I did not select anything, so we're going to have to look this way. Sorry, guys, I am not running at full speed because no mods means no speed. Okay. Got those two. We've got a nice case. Man, it looks like they had like a fancy paint job on that thing. Got some decent equipment here. Got our manure pit over there. Looks like it's got some in it. Got a spreader, slurry spreader. We got our trailer. Our dairy barn. That holds, let's see here, 243 cattle, and you already have so many in there. And here's your milk tanker. And we'll move around over to here. Looks like there's some of your storage areas with your bales and got yourself a horse trailer. Well, looks like cattle trailer. Silos. I'll run over here. Ooh, looks like they got one of my favorite ones in it. Let's see here. No, don't tell you how big the silo is. Okay, so this production chain. Nice. They give you a little bit of silage to start. And some TMR. That's where that place is at. Then this silage over here tells you how much is here. This silo is empty. Okay, well, I can't tell you how much is that, but it looks like one of the huge ones, so I'd say probably a few million liters. Well, there is your start farm and your equipment. Now we will jump over here to the store. Animal dealer here. You got 22 out of 243 cows. Pigs, they have nothing. Goats, nothing. Horses, nothing. And chickens, or you don't have anything. So you're good there. So you can at least sell off your cows if you don't want to do cows. You got your animal dealer here. I'm walking the wrong way. It's a nice map. It just kind of reminded me of the Shanty Voices. Just got that feel to it. Alright, and then we'll bop over here to... What is this? This is the product export. And then we got the grain export. And then across the street we got a warehouse, vehicle shop, and gas station. So there's nothing up here. So got this spot right here. This building should be enterable. No, not. I guess you have to buy the property. They said us buy it for $0, so we're gonna buy it for $0. All right, we got the outside of the properties. Now, can we get into this thing? Nope. Got the scale, got the grain export. And we got the gas station, everything right across the street. I'm light as a feather. There's gas station, pumps. And then right over here is, there you go. There's your warehouse. And then the vehicle shop was right behind the gas station right here. Reset point. And to fix your vehicles. Everything right here, real simple. Keep it neat and clean. Yeah, it looks like you've got a few more pieces of equipment out here. A New Holland, in which I would get rid of that real quick. Got a nice tractor out here. Got a header over here. Or a header trailer, I should say. Blue one. Decent truck and trailer. Or lorry and pub, or wherever they want to call them. All right, well, is there anything else anywhere? No, just that trailer. Got this this truck up here, the very front of your farm. That was, other than that, there is nothing else to see. The wooded area is, not very wooded, but we'll go right here. We'll visit this one. This is like the most wooded. So, got some big trees in here, a few of them, and some ones that are easier to get rid of. Alrighty, well, that's that map. That is the St. Lawrence, I think it was called. Let's see here. Yeah, that was St. Lawrence map. All right. And now that we've looked at both of the maps, we've had some new mods. We got the Case IH Axle Flow US. It'll cost you $69,990. It's got 285 to 305 horse, 7,000 to 12,219 liters. It got grain tank option, pipe length option, side cover option, and beacon lights. 2-wheel and 4-wheel rear axle options. Nice. All right, we'll get on to the next one. Got another harvester here. The Ford Chariot. Okay, looks like it's an ES16 at 89,000, 4,500 to 5,500 capacity, and then working width for its header. It's a grain header for 21,000 at 6.7 meters with a 10 kilometer an hour working speed. We got another special header with 6.7 and a FKA 602 corn header with 4.5 meter working width. The T936 header at price at $1,500. So it's a bunch of different headers, corn headers, and man, that corn header looks bigger than the machine. It's a good machine to pick up if you're going to be like doing through the years and whatnot. It's a good one, I think, would be good to add. That way you have older equipment. Now we got a nice John Deere 710 again. This one will cost you $7,500 with 50 horse and 30-mile-an-hour speed. And it's got expanded color options, light adjustments, color adjustments, and color selection roll bar. Lights, US, UK, toolbox, passenger seat, roll bar, new configuration. So it's got all kinds of new stuff. This sounds like it's all saying new, but like it's an update, but it's... Then the M35 category trucks, $40,000, 135 to 1,600 horsepower. Max speed of 105 to 160, 2 times and 3 times compatibility, or 2x and 3x. Use the telehandler to lift these attachments enough to back under briefly. That's a big truck. So you need a telehandler to back to hold up your trailer so you can back underneath it. And it's got a carrying system compatible. Nice. Then we got the Mac Magnum. They got some, depends on how what you want. They got main color configuration, secondary color configuration, rim color configuration, interior color configuration, engine. It's got the 480, the 715, the 1130, and the 1535. So anybody that likes the Mac trucks, there you go. And we got ourselves a Cron Big M450. So, okay, adjustable animation controls via mouse. Left and right doors, steering wheel, rear engine flap, mirrors. Available configuration: wheels, rear hitch, animation selection, main color, secondary color, category mowers. Price is $408,000. Power is 649 PS. Working width is 9.95 meters, and working speed is 25. The rear camera provided a view of the rear hitch has been added. Requires Mercedes-Benz. Why does that have to be Mercedes-Benz? There's some touched up photos, I'll tell you that. Those are pretty crisp. So those. Then we got the Lizard Logistic Rumble Pickup Pack. We got category tipper, forage wagon, slurry tank, and manure spreader. All to hook onto the back of it. And let's see here. The slurry tank, 10 million liters, 10 million liters, 10 million liters. They're all got 10 million liters, so you're going to have fun with it. Lizard with 10 million liters. An impact on a... this is one of these. It's got a little toolbox, everything. Looks like the configuration, top speed, 4.7 kilometers, 15 miles an hour basically. Carla tracks with 600 meters, 700 millimeters, 800 millimeters. Wider, more traction. Window tinting, interior setup, working lights, yes or no. Tree holder claw controls, manual automatic. Tree holder tilt controls, manual automatic. Color choice, base, harvester head, cabin, hose protection, license plate on the side or cabin, e.g. on the for the driver's name. traction winch, yes, no, used to secure the harvester to steep slopes. Maintaining gripping claws, PC controls, keyboard open, yeah. Not bad. Not bad. Then we got this cute little lizard, little itty bitty car. And it can pull a trailer. What? That trailer weighs more than that car does. And it is engine configuration 3-speed, 3174 miles per hour, and 124 miles per hour. 8 types of tires, wide tires on the 8 types. Window tinting, optional rear hitch, configure for main color, essential stripe, and rim. Base price $17,000. There isn't $17,000 with material there. You could probably build that for like $6,000. That's mainly fiberglass. A three-wheeler's frame just reversed. There is not much of these cars. In real life, that is. Man, we got a lot of different ones here. We got this is a bale loader trailer. I'm just going to kind of go through these kind of quick because there's not much to them. And then we got the Mold X3 category cotton transport. $35,000, 2 square or 4 round bales. All right. And then we have seeds, liquid fertilizer, and fertilizer. So you can have 2 different fertilizers in here, a liquid and a solid, looks like, with seeds. 15 miles an hour, 400 horsepower, $440,000. That's going to take some power to take that one down. And it looks like you can just go right over the top with everything with it. That's nice. And this is the Opti. It is working speed of 15 miles an hour, 7,500. Working width is 5.6. Configuration is track and attaching height. Key features: animated tines, animated track, front roller, finishing roller, and track eradicators. Height adjustment. Oh my god. I hate not having glasses. Alright, we are moving on. Nobody said anything yet. Alright, cool. Don't get my alerts, so I got to keep on looking over at my chat to see if anybody's said anything or popped in. We got the Fendt 4160V baler. It takes 120 horsepower. Working speed 17, and wheel configurations. Working with the pickup 2.1 meters, so it's a very narrow pickup on that one. And we have the Orzi pack. Loader bale spreader, loader bale spreader, loader bale spreader, bedding equipment, and bedding equipment. Shop category bedding equipment. I've never seen any shop category named bedding equipment, but okay. And this is a building pack. It comes with a bakery, dairy, animal dealer, North German selling station, bunker silo, small manure heap, bale storage, pigsty, chicken coop, 4 barn sheds matching the same design, farmhouse in region brick style. Yeah. So there's everything right there that they Alright, I do not have them all placed out. I'm kind of waiting for Mr. Seeley P to do that himself. I love his mod shows. He does some of the best. Okay, small wooden sheds, 8,500 and $45 upkeep. So it's just something you can park just one tractor in. Me, instead of a tractor, I put my lawn equipment in it. Statistics extension, it's exactly what it is. It just extends it out a little bit more, and there. I mean, a new tab. And dynamic market. This one is a bit of a read, but you get the idea from the screenshots here. It's got game settings too also. And the price based, if you want it normal, all the way up to like extreme or, you know, whatever. It's neat. And this one is mouse click actions. Works on foot and inside vehicles, designed to head tracking, freeze view on demand, and precise clicks. Yeah, if you want extra mouse click actions, there you go. Now move on to the next page, which we get into that realistic Susie. This is just an engine sound pad prefab. Alright, well that's all the mods. So let's jump back over here since we did that for today. We are going to get out of here. And then we're going to go to that third map that I had there. Alright. Alt history of Pipertown. Yes, I have 510 mods in this one. So while this is loading in, we'll close that out. The alt history of Pipertown is one heck of a read. They did a lot of stuff to this. So I am just gonna let you guys know I got this off of King Mod, and if you want to read the full description, great, go for it. But the map is a 4x, terrain is 4096 by 4096. Tree count is 126,000. Traffic is custom standalone traffic system. Detail level, high detailed. Yeah, you do need some good graphic card on this one. Harvest your current land, cover operation costs, replant, blah, 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 blah. Just the fields, large realistic field layouts, 52 fields total. Fields vary in width and size, price on purpose. Some fields are bare agricultural land. Some fields are part of established farms and farm properties. Field pricing reflects land, buildings, and infrastructures where applicable. Basically, what they're to break it down from what they're saying is, say you got a 10 acres of land, and they want, say, 100,000 for it. But then there's another 10 acres of land, but it's got buildings on it, and they want 235,000 for it. Why? Because you got to pay for the buildings. So that's what they're getting at with all that. There is, I mean, this is a lot of read. I would be here for 45 minutes or so just to read this to you guys. And map's almost in. We will go back to this. Okay. Mod compatibility. Most standard equipment and gameplay mod should work, but large maps with custom traffic and high object counts may expose issues with poorly optimized mods. If you experience problems, test with only the map active first and then add mods back gradually, which is true. Which is true. Very true. Very, very, very true. And the only thing that I have found, come on, get on this. Only thing I found with this particular map, the Pipertown one, is, come on, get me back on it. One of the farms has a cow barn, and it holds a ton of cows, and has 3,000 in it. And I can't get nowhere near that barn. I try to sell any of the cows, and it freezes, so. All right. It's almost there. Give it a second. I've been in and out of this map. It just takes a little bit to get in. As like it said, I entered my mods in slowly. The alt history of Pipertown, 1950 Midwest. I try to go as low as mods as I possibly could. All right. And I do like this map. They did a really great job on it. I mean, the description is huge. I was going to put it in my, but it said it was too many characters. I had to edit it, and I'm like, no, I can't. There's no way I can edit that, because that would be taken away from the map. Oh. Come on, keep going. I see that little green line moving. It's just inching along, but pretty soon it'll slam to the end. It likes to do that. It likes to kind of tease. Okay, fine, I'll open up. Sorry about that. I'm just getting up to get some coffee. I live in a fifth wheel, so it's like stand up, take 2 steps to the right, stretch, pour your cup, take 2 steps back, and you're back in your seat. Well, this thing is just kind of wanting to take its sweet little time. Maybe I should have just came in with a little bit of mods. Okay, what do I have wrote down for this map? Pipertown has 0 required mods. It's 559 megabytes to download. Zero required mods. And as you saw, I have 509 mods. I think it was 504 to 509 mods in there, so just over 500. Mine loads in kind of slow, but here we go. And welcome to Pipertown. Everything's right here in the middle. Then we got a few little spots out here that we'll go take a look at. But that's it. And let's see here. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pull this truck out because we're going to drive around in this. Hey, this thing came loaded with what? Total mixed rations? Holy shit, it came with 200,000 liters in it? Oh my god, I did not know that until now. I haven't gotten into anything. Well, here is your equipment. 20,000. Oh my gosh. That's a lot. 200,000 liters. I mean, I can feed all my cows. You can see how smooth I'm running through here with 500 mods. But when I first looked at this map, I was like, what does it feel like? Even with this cluster in here. I just can't put my finger on what this map felt like. So, I mean, it had a certain feel when I first looked at it, but then it went away. It was gone. So, and I watched a video on this already, and they wanted critiqued on it, and they wanted critiqued hard. So, I'll pretty much keep my mouth shut on this. I mean, I even like the road. The texture on the road feels good. But let's get back in our truck. Because we want to go into town. So if we want to go to town, we want to take a left. Alright. I can't remember who did this. I think it was Farmer Cop did the map tour on this. Man, this is just a beautiful map. Roads are smooth. I like the roads. Kind of a thick and thin line. I don't understand that, but maybe that's how it is in their area. I don't know, whoever made the map. Let's pull in here. Okay, we are dead center in town right now. Well, not dead center, but we're right here at the edge, right by the gas station. And right in here, of course, it's a dealership, supermarket, vehicle shop, farmland here, the grain mill, the Y-Mart. Alright, we're just going to walk around. Get next to something, we'll take a look. So we're at the gas station one. We're going to cross over here to this. This is your grain mill. Buy it right here, or open it up, I mean. Okay, we got grain mill done. And then across the street is the bakery. So right over here is the bakery. And we'll walk down here to the East Little spot. Oh, it looks like we can go inside. Can we? Can we? No, no, no. Oh. Alright. Then we got something right across the street here is... We're at the canning factory, and then we got the warehouse. Alright. Yeah, you got all your little productions right here. I mean, I like it. Sell points. All right here in town. Every little, I mean, this is set up mainly for, I mean, majorly, not mainly, but majorly for crossplay. All these little spots, all these houses, all the way around. All the way around. And our only spot is 30. I don't see any other land. Yeah, that's one thing about this map. They on the they did make sure that you could see what your soil type was. But no, nothing else is ours. But all these in here. You can buy each and every one, and they're just little itty bitty spots. They got a house, car, whatever, put a for sale sign on. You know, put money in, money out, money in, money out. Just compute. Anything that doesn't have a car in the driveway, you put a for sale sign in. Like, Oh, that one's got one. Any of these houses don't have a for sale sign? Custom traffic honking at each other. That's custom, all right. Here we go. Here's a couple of them right here. You put a for sale sign on them. Buy it, put a for sale sign in it, call it good. No car here. Just construction signs and cars and stuff in there. Clean pool. But, yep, that's pretty much. And all the way around, we've got farmhouse, we've got farmhouse, we've got farmhouse. They are everywhere. We'll go visit them. I mean, they got little farmhouses everywhere. Just sleep triggers. And let's go visit this one right here. Go visit here. There's your horse farm. Animal dealer. Manure pit. Yep, this was the animal dealer. Excuse you. Out here was a cow barn, and this is just a farm. But it's another nice size farm. Good size silo. I mean, look at this. Look at this silo bunker. Oh, that's right. Oh, crap. This is the one I got to stay away from. No. Back up. 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 Okay, yeah, I can't get too close to this one. This is where it messes up. You see, there's nothing in there. But I can't get too close to that barn. This is where the major malfunction is. Right here in farmland, whatever this is. I don't know what all this stuff is out here, these little green pieces. But this farmland, I can't do nothing here. Where this is at, where the 3,000 cows, if I even try to even sell one cow out of it, it frees my game. You saw how fast that froze right there. So that is one of the big gripes of this map. Right here is a booger. It'll freeze you. Way too many cows. Way too many cows in that. But I haven't had any problems on any other part of this map. Other than that, inside the stores and stuff, there was a little bit of grass. But the detail, the map, a lot of small trees in here. A lot of bushy small trees to make it look thick in trees, but so it's not really thick in trees. It's got a few. And to get that count as high as they said it was, I think they used smaller trees just so they could get that high count without lagging out the area. But man, when they stuffed that many cows into that was the main mistake. That's way too many cows. Unless, I mean, you gotta have, that's where 32 gigs or better of RAM comes in. And when they start doing that, that hurts everybody that doesn't have a 4060, 4080 or better. So if you don't have a fairly new system with a high-end vid card, some of these maps, when they do that, it just ruins it for you. Somebody like me that's got a 960 on one computer and a 2080 on another computer, and this is the 2080, and that did that. My 960 wouldn't even have liked this map. I mean, I could have ran it. I loaded it in, already have it on there, so, but it's just that the other computer's not mine. The 960 is mine. And the 2080 isn't. I was using it to see the difference on some of these maps, and when you dig into it and they say, well, you need a 4060, 4080 vid card and 32 gigs worth of RAM just to even start it up, it's like, that's exactly what you need for Windows 11. And it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, you need 16 gigs of RAM for Windows 11, but you got to have 32 because it's using half your RAM. So you need something there for something to run. So not a lot of people, if they do have 32 gigs of RAM, 16 is being used by the operating system because Windows 11 is way overuses the RAM and stuff because it's mainly owned by the government. So that's how they can poke their nose into everything that they want to whenever. But this is the map. It's got, like they said, they got some great fields out here. $1 million for 140 acres. I mean, so they got some big fields. So you want some big equipment on here. 122 acres, 126 acres, 189 acres. I mean, this is a big map. Just stay away from right here and you'll be just fine. I've been in every other field and no problem. Here is your crop calendar. It is your atypical crop calendar, so there is nothing new or special in it. And you do have, like I said, I mean, if I could sell off these animals, I tried selling them and it would not let me sell them. Here is your contract. So if you guys, I mean, if you download this map and you try it and you get to sell the cows off, let me know what you have for a system, so that way I know what I'm going to need so I can actually run this map, you know, how they intended. Yeah, I mean, I didn't put much in here. That's mainly just equipment. That's what I put in here. I'd probably get rid of 90% of that equipment and just put it all case and they wouldn't even notice. This is an independent mod, so it runs on its own thing, so it doesn't weigh down the store or nothing. Not bad at all. I like the truck. This is my favorite truck. Gas station's a little laggy, but once you get out of it, you're fine. Gas station for me is a little laggy. And the store, but hey, I knew the store was going to be laggy because look at all this equipment. I mean, this is a lot of equipment. I like it, but it's just I don't have the RAM to, you know, run it smoothly, so, or the bid card. I love it. I love every bit of it. I mean, yeah, you can kind of see some of the, well, looks like they fixed that since he did his mod thing. There was grass in this store when you looked in, and then when you looked in this one, there was grass all over the place. And you can tell the difference between mine and somebody else's computer because that was really sharp graphics on their end. And then there was grass in here on the floor. Looks like they've taken care of all that. And the gas station was the other place that I think it had grass in it. Like when you looked in here, the detail and stuff, there was, yeah, grass was growing out of the floor, but they took care of all that. And it was here when I first loaded this map in, so it was, and then there was, must have been a patch or something because it's not there. But this is a beautiful map. They did a really good job on it. Clean roadways. Just clean all the way around. It's Got a good feel, good graphics. They didn't go over crazy on the shaders. They did a little bit on the road, but it just goes to prove that people think shaders are graphics and they're not. All they do is, shaders are mainly for covering up. It's cover up. Just like makeup, like foundation for a woman's face. They put that on their face to cover up the imperfections and stuff. That's what shaders are, to cover up the imperfections. Look at Call of Duty. Call of Duty has more shaders than you can shake a stick at, and everybody hated it. They were bragging about all the shaders and what it did this, did that. Well, Call of Duty was just brainwashing people, telling them, oh, shaders are changing the graphics and blah, 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 blah. No, it don't. I mean, there's people out there that said that they've changed the shaders on the equipment, and it's all, I guarantee you, it's all AI. A shader will not bring it out to make it look that good. I'm sorry, you can't shade like that. It's I don't know. Just the misconception, the lies people do. The AI does it for them, and they're like, oh, I worked so hard on this. I don't know why it didn't pass. There's been a few people that said this is 100% AI generated. And they admit to it. This isn't AI generated. This is all hand done. I mean, driving through here, I mean, it looks great. Good map, good feel, good texture to the roads. Not really found any major problems yet, except for the cows for 3,000 is ridiculous. This is not a Texas map and open range where 3,000 cows would be feasible. But 3,000 cows in a barn that you can't see any of the cows inside or out. Just because you have a computer that will do it doesn't mean somebody else does. You want to critique hard. That was your first mistake. 3,000 cows. Laggy spots here and there, but not bad. I mean, it's a lot of it could just be giant software. As we drove all the way out, oh, don't tell me the autosave is going to be fucked up on this one too. Thank you, you piece of crap. Alright, so we are way out here. We drove up, out, all the way down this road here. Yeah, I mean, we're around the outskirts. This is a gorgeous map. That's the only problem is right here, main problem. Take a 0 off of the 3,000 and take one of the numbers off of the back end. For everybody's sake. It's just a barn that's right here. This barn right here. You can't see the cows. There's no fenced in area for them. No nothing anywhere. And there's all this right here. All these little flaws throughout this whole section here need to get fixed. That's it. Other than that, great. I've even come out here where there's red marks at. Don't know what's there. Didn't have no situation, no lag, no nothing. But the only other thing is there's one other thing. It does lag a little bit out here, but not too bad. Town, yes. But when you concentrate all of this into one area, town is going to lag like no tomorrow. personally, like every other number here, I would just get rid of. And thin down the town a little bit. I mean, it's nice, but I mean, you don't have to thin out the buildings. I would just limit out a few of the things in the dealership or whatnot. I mean, it's just small little things that I would do different. But hey, that's just me. That's just me. And whatever these little green things wherever these are at, those green is a problem on the map, I've found. You get near them, you lag hard. That's the nice thing about having kind of a small system. You find all the little weak points because it's going to hit you first. And it's going to lag you right at the spot. But this is a beautiful map, and it is well done. Hey, I didn't notice that red spot before. Alright, well, this is a great map. I love it. I hope you guys get it through on ModHub. Tweak it a little bit. Love the sides of the fields. Love the shape of the fields. This map, I think it was Farmer Cop that said that it was a great map too. Really enjoy it, guys. Alright. Well, I think I'm going to save this real quick and get the heck out of here. Let it get a nice little save in. Come on, do it right. Do it right. You know you can. There we go. All right, y'all. Well, 2 good maps today that we put out. That one is that we just left was the Alt History of Piper Town. Find that one on King Mod. And it's 0 required mods to run that map and 559 megabytes to download. Alright. Only other thing I've got in here that is new to me is these two, and I cannot pronounce the Hinter KFAC, expanded animal feeding and standard animal feeding. I could not find this anywhere, but I mean, it said it's version 1 right now, but I saw version 5.0.0.0 all the way to 5.0 or 5.1 something, and then this one is 1. So I don't know if all the other ones before that were all beta versions and this is now the official version. But this map right here is 875 megabytes and it has 0 required mods also. We can go ahead and go in and kind of take a look. I went into the standard one here and I threw in 327, and on this one I put 410 in, and we'll run in and take a real quick look. Kind of give you this. I don't know if anybody has this map or not. It looks like it's been out for a while, but no mods required. I did have another map. The Galdhole Piggin, GALDHOPIGGEN. It's a 2 gig map. It has 5 required downloads, but this map needs 32 gigs of RAM to run and a 4060 to run it. And that's also on King Mod. It is a mining map. It is basically some trees and hillsides. That's it. So I wanted it for mining, but then I got into the map thing. And let me take a real quick look here. Let me get into it. This is something that I had found in it. What would I do with that damn thing? Well, I did put a folder in here. No, not that. Yeah, I'm trying to find the well, I did have a thing here for it, but I guess I don't. Oh, here it is. Yeah, it's huge. All right, let's see here. Okay, let me get this onto. All right here on this display capture. This is the performance, 1.7 gigabytes. This tells you right here you need 11 Pro 64-bit, the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070, and you need 32 gigs of RAM. This is minimum system requirements, and then it gets into this it was RAM or whatever, and then past. Yeah, I can't. It won't translate for me, so. Yeah, I would love to translate that, but I can't. But from what I see, this is the system requirements that I'd found, and then this was the other thing that came in with the file when you downloaded the map. It was kind of neat. This is all pretty much, as you can see, it's a remake of. But yeah, this is. It's got all the details, what they did, how they did it, how they put the train in, what they did there. I mean, this was in the mod when you had to extract the mod folder, so this was in there. I mean, all the way down to, I mean, it's got tons of pages. I mean, it's got even terrain, every little bit, what they did, how they did it. That was kind of neat. That was unexpected to see any of that. All right, well, that was on the other map. This is on this one right. That was on that other map that I was telling you that I needed a bunch of stuff for. But this is a gorgeous map here. It's clustered right here with some farms. You got your biogas plant out here. You've got a farm here. Selling cattle. Animal dealer. Everything's pretty much just right through here. If you buy 67, it gives you all the roads. These are your farmlands right here. You get these 3 when you pop in. And with this land right here for your farm. There is other farms out here. Like this one right here. We'll go ahead and buy that real quick for $114,000. It'll bring up you a pig farm here. And then that brings up all kinds of triggers on this farm. It's a dairy, bakery, all that good stuff, silos, cows. The lands aren't very big. I mean, they're 10 acres, 13 acres, so they're not very big at all, just to let you know. I don't know what that is. Let's go visit it. Oh, it's just a little shack for 800 and some odd bucks on the corner. Okay, $800 shack. And let's buy that. This is another farm. Not bad, not bad. I like that. Wooded areas, and they're not too terribly spectacular. Got this huge barn or place out here. Which grain silos, everything. Sales, selling point, selling point, selling point. Greenhouses. If you want to buy them, they're available. And we don't have the biggest fields in the world, but hey, there's quite a bit right up Main Street. Yeah, to buy this was $0, and it's sitting right here. Spot number 67. And out here's another big old grass field. But I am going to go downtown, which is pretty much right here. I'm just going to actually sell this and sell this one back, which leaves all that there. So it's just little itty bitty areas everywhere. They got the timber trade farm. Yep, you can open up that door. And this is another map that's really well made. I mean, for the region that this came from, these are excellent roads. They actually made better roads than that were there in their region. Here's your start farm. I came into this one because I kind of started working on the other one. I put a silo in here. When you first start, there is a silo right here with a sign on it that says, "This silo is broken. Please sell it and replace it with another one." So that's what I did. But I had to move these bales right here back a little bit. Here's some of your other equipment here. Got the drive-through with the overhead storage and a loft to get up to it. Way to get up in the loft here. Alright, let's take a look at, whoops, wrong button. Let's take a look. Is your crop calendar for this map. Nothing new and spectacular, just a little extended with mustard, hummus active, green rye, spelt, triticale, vetch rye, and winter and summer wheat and barley. Just lightly extended. And you got a chicken coop and the cow barn, which is right there on your property. Got plenty of contracts. Matter of fact, I was getting ready to do a contract on the one I just came off of. And this is your available productions throughout the map. Quite a few. And You own none of them. That's the one I'm looking for. Farm value, huh? There's something I'm looking for here, and I just don't remember which one it was. Hand tools, statistics. Okay, this is the one I think it was. Okay, we're looking for, what is it? Collectibles. So there is 25 collectibles on this map. And got quite a bit of equipment. Already opened up all the doors and all that good stuff. Chicken coop here. We did the cows and everything. Now that we've seen that, go back to the map. That covers our farm and downtown. I mean, there's not much. Got the greenhouses up at that farm. Let's go visit here. Yeah, we've already been here. Well, not much on this map. I think everybody's has been on this map before. Go out here to number 41, which is a nice little itty bitty spot. That's what's weird. You can go out to these spots and open up whatever doors that are available. So it's not that I own the spot, as you can see. I don't own it, but I was able to open it. And this is a museum, huh? Nice. Cows out in that pasture, it looks like. Let's jump over here. Got ourselves our silos. I hear piggies. That door don't open. They're letting us look in. I can't open anything here. Can't even close it up. Oh, that's cool. I like it. What they can eat. Pigs eat everything. Not so much on cows. Chickens will eat anything on the ground. And horses are picky. I like the detail. I mean, the tracks, the mud, just going in and out. It's only in the lower spot of the road. Man, they did a great job on this map. Nice drive over. Beautiful colors on it. This is a beautiful map. Beautiful, beautiful map. I am very impressed. They didn't try to fence everything in. And they dead ended the road just right there. Okay, so it's the edge of your map. You can kind of run off it, so be careful. Alright, let's kind of get into flight mode and finish looking at this map the Superman way. Man, this thing's beautiful. It's got a great feel to this map. I mean, I like how they ended it. I mean, you got a little bit of room out here. The edge of the map is technically here, but I like how they did it. It's got a great feel. It's got like, you're down in the meadows. You're surrounded by the hills. And the lost city of Atlantis. It's a beautiful map, guys. Good job. Really good job. Little buildings hidden here and there. I mean, I haven't found any like major Easter eggs though. There has been some. But this is a beautiful map. Looking for... There was one Easter egg I was going to try to find again. That's if this is, I'm thinking this is the same map or not. No, it's not. It's not the same map I was thinking of. I like this little swampy area. A lot of down trees. Give you something to do. Got a little shack right here to stay at while you're doing it. And this thing has got logging potential. A small amount of it. It's got good farms, good role playing. And I'd love to do some of the role playing, but I got to find somebody that's, you know, willing to do this and stick with it instead of wanting to go do 1,000,001 other things. So I'm not really into making maps. I'm got some ideas on doing some, but that's about it. I like it. You guys did a great job. It is really good sized. Really well laid out. Functional. Not too much of the frames per second bad. And even though mine's saying not applicable right now, but oh well. Love it, guys. I really do. What a wooden wagon just sitting in here. Alright, well, I am going to end this map tour and I'm going to call it a day. At least on this. I'm going to come back in later on today with playing on one of these maps. Alrighty, well, I hope you all have a great one. I'm glad you stopped by and had this little map quest and mod show with me today. And I will definitely catch you on the next one, guys. Y'all have a good day, and I hope everything works out great for you today. I'm going to leave you with a little bit of music, and I hope you all have a great day. Remind you of what mods are out today.
Yeah, I may know your town was humming, smoke lay on the ground. In no face I recognize, and my baby can't be found. I left that place in summer, swore I'd be back by fall. I left that place in summer, swore I'd be back by fall. Now the porch is bare and broken, and her name's gone from the wall.
Well, y'all have a good one, and I will catch you on the next one. Love y'all. Peace.